Well, lads, so yeah, got Sandy Bay up here. So, as you can see, we have no money. Oh, by the way, we're in euros. This is an English map, so we should be in pounds, just to make it realistic. So, yeah, we've no money at all, and we have no equipment, as you can see, nothing at all, and then no land at all either. So, I have a set of rules here that I'm gonna put up now. Let me just get them up here. So, the first rule is I'm not allowed to cheat in money, which is pretty obvious. And then the second rule is about the farms on the map. Let me just get this back up here, because as you can see, with this farm down here, it's free, and then this field that goes with the farm also has all of the outskirts of the map and everything, and includes the horse field there. Then there's this farm, which actually does have a price on it. And is there another farm anywhere? No. So yeah, this farm doesn't have a price on it, and neither does the horse farm. So we're gonna have to put prices on them, but that doesn't matter quite yet. Although we should probably get the prices for them as soon as possible. So yeah, game's sort of froze now. Okay, right. So go back to the rules. So yeah, we're allowed to lease fields. I'll go back here again. There's a new global company mod. Let me just get the global company tab up here. So you can see this is global company here, and there's the dynamic storages, and then there's this, all the fields on the map here basically, and you can lease them. You're able to buy and lease them. So for buying them, you get it for 65,000 there. Just check. What was that field? That must have been field 1. Just go to field 1 anyway. So that'd be 313,000 field 1. And as you can see, it's 313,000. Then you have this. So you can lease it. So you initially pay 5,000 to lease it, and then I think it's £521 per day. So yeah, that's a cool little feature. So we'll be using that. And then the last rule is a very important rule, and that is not to teleport. So that's just for realism and stuff. We're not allowed to teleport, and that'll also mean that when we go into the contracts here, we'll have to think about how close the contracts are, because we'll be on foot for the first little while. So like field 20 there, if we were to go and get it, we're at the shop at the moment, that's where we're starting. Field 20's up there, so we'd have to like run the whole way up to there, Well, actually, no, we're at the shop right now. But like whenever we're done the contract, we'd have to walk back down to here. But we could work around that anyway. With the machinery, we won't give it back until we get back here or something. I don't know. So I think we're gonna start off with a contract now. Now the rules are done. Right, so there's a lot of contracts at the moment. Obviously we can't do the transporting contract because we don't have anything to transport with. But there's a bunch of contracts here. Which one will we do? Nice hat. Which contract will we do? So this is field 24, which is this huge field here. That's a big field to start with. I'd nearly want to do a tiny little field and just get a little bit of money to start with. And see, because the first thing we're going to have to get is like a tractor or something so we can drive around. So you'd obviously go into small tractors here. Have a bunch of mods installed. So there's this £6,850. Obviously these are quite expensive. That's only £14,000. So you get a tractor after one contract pretty much. Then there's the Ferguson tractor, which costs £2,500. 23 horsepower. Then there's these small tractors here. These mods, they're okay, but in cab they're not great. Put the cab on there. I've tried it before, and when you're in the cab you're actually sort of sitting behind the seat a bit, and it's quite low down as well, so it's not completely accurate because I've driven one in real life, so it's not accurate at all. Then is there any other? Just this for 18,000, 70 horsepower. That's quite big for our farm because, you know, no money. So this is big. Then there's the IH here, the International, is it? 150 horsepower for 6,500. Yeah, it's an International. It's an interesting looking tractor. I don't know how good the mods are. That's the only thing. And then there's the 135, which I'm not sure. I don't think it's that good of a mod. I'm not sure how good it is. There's these tractors. That's a bit too expensive, I think, though. $18,000 for this. There's two of them here. Then there's the 698 there. Obviously we used that in another series. So then there's this tractor, 70 horsepower, 3,500. These are the type of tractors we're looking at, to be fair, for our first tractor. So we're gonna do the big field then, are we? 9,500. This is 10,000. But I'm not sure if I want to start with ploughing. Oh, we'll only get about 6,000 for that. Oh, not even 6,000. Get about 9,000 for that. Field 20. That's this one up here. Will we go for field 20 or field 24? Just wait, because the stream's 40 seconds behind as usual. No, the 47810 does have sound. I've played on it. I've played with it before. Yeah, it does have sound. It was gonna be in the new series, that tractor, but I decided to go for something different. So yeah, it does have sound though. I guess we're gonna go for field 20 then. We'll go and get the... Oh, it's not really loading in, is it? Okay, there we are. So you have to come around the back here with this. So what tractor we get? Get a T9565. Oh, it says it there. It's a pretty big tractor. Yeah. That's a huge plough, by the way. Is that too loud? I don't think it is. My volume's loud. Oh. We have manual attach installed as well, so we can lift that. There's no pipes for this, is there? No, doesn't look like it. So, jeez, how long is this plough? What is it? First of all, doesn't say, does it? Don't think it does. Look in here and see what it is. Is it that one or this one? It's that one. So it's 10.5 meters. I'm not very good with big plows, so this might not be too good. But sure, we'll give it a go anyway. Big amount of money for this. So which way will we turn? Yes, we turn right. So yeah, get 7810. Oh wait, no, it's not medium tractors. Although there might be some cheap medium tractors there. It's quite expensive, the 7810. Well, it's actually only 13,000. It's 110 horsepower. I think there's a tractor there with 150 horsepower that's far cheaper. And you know, you have to think about how good the machine will be for us as well. So we go up this road here. Yes, we will. It's not the fastest thing ever, is the pipes in right. But there is hose. It didn't show up before. Now it's going at a faster speed. This tractor's sort of lose control a little bit. There's no one coming, is there? So, we're going to get probably about 8,000, between 8 and 9,000 for this job. I don't know how long it'll take. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Yeah, so that calf farm is a farm that I'm looking at for the first farm that we're going to get, or for the cheap farm that we're going to get, because it's probably cheaper than the other farm that's just over here. Whereas that farm there, it's probably cheaper than that. I guess it is. That's a pretty run down farm though at the same time as well. Actually the yard might be a bit smaller. Yeah, this is a bigger yard, but this has a bigger space, although if you count that, it's probably not that different. So I'm looking at those farms anyway. I'd like to do a bit of animals in this, to be honest. We need to make money first, that's the main thing with this. We need to find the entrance to this field as well. I want to do animals anyway. Where's the entrance? Where's the gate? I'll just pull in here. Although this is outside the map, isn't it? I missed the entrance. Oh no, it might have been down that road. Okay, well this is challenging here. Right. We'll try and reverse back here. Right, that's not too bad. Ooh. Jesus. Oh, kind of jackknifing with the plough there. Right, I think it's this turn here, we missed it. Yeah, it's probably down there. Yeah, also that's the thing with that, the calf farm, is that we don't have any milk for the calves to start with. So we won't be able to do calves for a while anyway. So maybe that, no, not that. Maybe this is the one to go for the 160,000. I think we're gonna have to lease a field at some point. We're gonna have to get like lease one field and just sort of, you know, do that, you know. Just work that field for a while. That's the turn there. Got distracted. So currently I'm sort of pretending that we're living in the actual town here. So, oh, where's the town? Wherever the town is, we're living in the town. So we'll be just sort of fast forwarding the night. We won't be going down to the house that's down here. We'll just fast forward the night. So, yeah. Where will we start this? Oh. Ah, that isn't too good, is it? Sort of in the hedge there. Right. Where will we start? Close the gate anyway. To make sure we have as much space as possible. Could start over there, do that section first. This is very wide. Yeah, we'll head over here and we'll start over here. Will I do headlands? I think I will. Even though it's not the most realistic thing to do. I think I will because I want to try and get this done. I want to actually turn the plough, I think. So yeah, we'll just start here, will we? Oh, seems like the tractor's struggling with it already. And I'm struggling to not miss bits. This might take a while. Starting to pick up speed a little bit. So I think I'm going to play in normal economic difficulty, not hard, because we'll be forever playing in hard. And I do kind of want it to move kind of quickly. I don't know, I was thinking I might do it in easy. Because, I don't know, it might take a really long time to build it up with playing on normal. We'll do this contract anyway and we'll think about maybe bumping it up to easy. Or bumping it down to easy actually. We'll just miss that bit, doesn't really matter. Oh. And I'll also miss that bit. That little bit won't matter. So after we do the headlands, we'll just go up and down there. It should hopefully not take too long. So yeah, there's Willow Farm that's there as well. There's only one place where you can do sheep. Wait, can you do sheep at Willow Farm? I think it's just pigs, isn't it? Pigs. Nothing behind there, is there? And that's cattle. Then the horses. Cattle. And then sheep. Oh, there's 2 sheep pastures down this farm. So yeah, you can see this is 300,000 to buy that yard. So this would be only about a quarter of the price, I'd say. I'd say it actually would be more expensive, this farm, than this bit of land here. Although we need the pasture with it. So that would probably be, I'd say that'd be about 100,000 put together, and then that's 160,000, which is about half the price of this. So I don't know. We'll see when we actually have the money what we'll do with it. This is going to take a long time. Didn't think it'd be quite as big as this, to be honest. Doesn't matter if we miss those little bits, it'll be grand. He can go and tidy them up afterwards. So we'll play it ×5, so we'll keep it moving, because we won't be doing 20 contracts in a single day. We are playing with seasons as well, because once we do get the money and stuff, we will be playing realistically. And every night we're going to go back to the town and we'll just chill there for the night, just because we need a house, you know. That's the only thing we have, is one of the houses in the town. So yeah, this will probably get quite boring quite quick. It has to be done, doesn't it? If we want to get the first tractor, we'll have to do this. Now we might buy the 7810 further down the line, and we'll get some really old tractor first, just because we need something to get around in. So yeah, we'll do that section over there first, and we'll just make our way across. Shouldn't take that long once we get into it. It'll take up most of this stream, I'd say, anyway. Might take half an hour or something. Go till maybe about 6 o'clock or something, I don't know. See what happens. Sort of missed this corner as well. Oh. Probably shouldn't have stopped. We're a bit stuck there. Right. Try and pull through, because it might actually... bit of manoeuvre and it might come out. See, the ground's quite wet, as you can see. Might actually hit the fence. Here. We will lift this. Right, we'll come out there. So that isn't the best spot. We'll try and reverse back. Try and get a bit of this. Right. So what I'll do now, I'll just head straight up here, I think. I'll head straight up. And we'll come back and do that bottom bit then after. And obviously that bit, fill that bit out there. Solar panel might actually be a good idea, and possibly a greenhouse as well. Could do that. Get some little things like that, just to make the whole thing a bit more interesting. Instead of just doing the normal farm things, have some other little things as well. Or decorate the farm as well and make it look nice. Because having it looking nice and looking like a good working farm is always nice. have like decorations and stuff, like little things that are in here. Especially with the run-down farm, we might even put up some new sheds somewhere. That's a cool little thing. Nearly build our own farm, couldn't we? Might be cheaper. And now we're spinning a bit. Maybe I need to go across there another time, because this is quite big. We'll head down here anyway. And we will go across the bottom, and then when we get back up here we'll go across there one more time. That little bit doesn't matter. How far on are we anyway? 14%. It's not too bad. I was expecting something more like 5%. And we're only just starting as well, so we'll be flying in a few minutes. There's a lot we can do with this save game. We would need to own land as well to build our own farm, so I don't know if it would be a great idea, and we'll have to find pretty good flat land. Like this field here is quite flat, although there's a little bit of a hill going up. But this field would be flat enough to build a farm on. We'll go down there in a second. Could actually split that bottom bit off as well and do it on its own. That's what we might do. I'll fill that in. So we'll start swinging around now. Yeah, that's what we'll do. It's a bit messy there. Come back across though. Go across here and make a divide here and split it up into sections. And then after doing that we'll move down to here, and then we'll go and do this bit. So it's nearly 20 past 10 now. In the in-game day. I have to get a cup of tea soon as well, because how many have I had today? I've only had 2 today, which is quite rare at this time to only have 2 cups of tea. Yeah, we might have to actually do another headland. So we are only edging it. But that's what I'll do. I'll start down here, and I'll do another headland. I think I'll have to turn it again. Yeah, I'll go and do another headland. Oh, missing another bit there. It's not too big of a deal. So I don't know when the new series will be starting. I started recording a bit of it. I haven't done very much at all though. I've just sort of set up more than that for the recording. We're spinning again. Yeah, this is quite difficult to turn with this plough actually. Do that. Smart little maneuver there. Yeah, it's very difficult to use this plough. Actually, it's a bit too big for what I like. I prefer a little small plough, but you couldn't do this field with a tiny plough. Get a big subsoiler instead. Over there. And we'll not go back up that way. So yeah, there's a lot of cool machinery on the new series. I probably won't be doing a farm tour for that because it's a big farm. There's a lot of fields that I own, and it's going to be different to the cattle farmer, where I sort of didn't have much really to start with at all. This is not easy. Sort of do this. I don't know. This is a very difficult plough to use. Go on. Where are we stuck? It's the exact same spot where we were stuck before. Jesus Christ. Right, not ignore that bit. Or maybe you just do this maneuver again. Or not. Right, we'll sort of swing up like this. That might be all we can really do with that. And then we'll go across the bottom here. Might catch a little bit up here. I'm only really doing a half job, aren't I? That's all I really wanted to do anyway. Don't need to do the full field. Might come back and do that bit later if I need to. I'm sure that won't matter too much. Getting stuck again. Home grand, I think. Right. Sort of go up the side here. So yeah, when we get this field done, I think we'll start looking at a tractor and looking at getting a tractor. I don't think we'll go for the 7810 yet. What's that John Deere doing? Mowing. Why would you be mowing in the springtime? What an idiot. It's cool that though. Right. This should be big enough to handle. Yeah, we did need to do a headland anyway. I was right to go and do a headland. This is a massive field. We'll be done within this stream anyway, because if we're going till 6, then we have 2 hours. And we'll be doing it for about 15 minutes, I think. Probably about that. How much should we... Once we get down to here, I'll check how much progress we've made. So what I'll do when we're leaving the field is I'll just like leave the plough in the field and drive the tractor back to the shop, so I won't have to, you know, I won't have to walk back to the shop, and I won't have to bring the plough with me either, because it'd be kind of awkward going down the road with the plough again. Although it's probably not a big deal, if it just make things easier for me. And there's another bit missed. Ah well, we'll get that again. Possibly. Depends, might not matter too much. Right, we'll lift that. Could actually do this bottom section first. That's what we'll do, we'll start up here. Since we're here now, %, not too bad. We're over a third of the way through the field. And the headlands is the slowest part to do. So, nearly done the bottom section here. And then I'll do that section over there. I might go and make myself a cup of tea, and then I'll come back and finish the rest of the field. Shouldn't take too long. Field 24 would have been a pain to do. So, yeah, let me just do something. Okay, that's the button there. Okay. Probably stuck again, aren't we? There, missed another bit there. And may as well go back up that way. Plough that while we're at it. Then we'll start going up and down here because there'd be far more manoeuvring to do if we went side by side up this way. Far more turning. That'll make it a longer job. And there, just missed another bit. For little small jobs, we'll make sure we do them accurately and nicely, but for this, I couldn't really be bothered. Right. Right, we'll head back up here. Missed that tiny bit there. Yeah, this is pretty boring, but if we're gonna make money, we'll have to do it. Basically, once we start getting going and we don't have to do as many contracts, that's when it'll get a bit more exciting and there'll be a bit more going on. I'm thinking the first field we probably get, that we probably lease, would be a little small grass field. Probably. Because, yeah, maybe actually, I don't know, it's just grass might be easier to do. So we won't have to plant it really. Will it take this entire? Doesn't look like. Nope. Gonna leave a little strip going up the way. It's a bit annoying. I sure think we'll leave it. Don't think there's much point in going up and down there. Right. I don't know, maybe we should go back up there. Yeah, I think I will. And also jackknife the tractor while I'm at it. That's a good bit of the field done actually when you look at it. Now it's just up and down. Up the whole way up the field. Right, now we turn the plough. Wobbling a little bit. Right, we'll go back down here and then I'll go and I'll go and make me tea. So I don't know what yard we'll get, to be honest. We'll probably have to go and actually look at the yards before we actually buy them. Like, sort of check them out and see what they're like, you know, and see which one we prefer. It'll be one of those 2 yards anyway, I think. Either the top yard or the bottom one. Calf. The calf yard. Right. So I'll go and make me tea now and possibly get a few Pringles, because, you know, Pringles are nice. And then we'll finish this. And then we'll hopefully get our first tractor. Shouldn't have to turn the plough. No, actually we might. No, you will. It's going to be completely off this. Go and swing round, I think. Then I'll get me Pringles and me tea. Right. So we're 54% done. I'll just pause the game as well, just to, so time doesn't pass too quick. Right. Talk to you in a few minutes then. Right. Hang on. So I just got me tea and me Pringles. Oh, need to put down the plough. So so we'll talk about the farm, then we'll talk about the other series on the channel. So yeah, we'll go and have a look at the farms when we're going to see if we're going to buy them. And we'll what's I going to say, we'll choose them wisely. We won't just choose based off looks either. We'll choose based off what we want. Plus, if we get one of the cow farms, you probably wouldn't be able to afford the cows straight away. So, and plus we wouldn't get milk off them straight away. And we need to afford to, you know, maintain them and feed them and all that. Right, so since not everyone will be looking up or watching this to this point in the video, I'll just start playing back there. Since not everyone will be watching to this point in the video, when it's up as a video, I'm gonna let you off a little secret. Well, not really a little secret, but like a plan that I have. So the cattle farmer ended early on episode 6 of season 2, and it ended to make way for the new series, and because I didn't like the direction it was heading in, to be honest. So it's making way for the new series, but there is a chance that there will be a season 3. But yeah, that'll be a little while away. If it does happen, there will be a chance of a season 3 though. And currently my plan is to do a season 3, and I have it sort of lined up that I'm going to try and do season 3, and it looks like it's going to be far better than season 1 and 2, but it won't be like pile of money just dumped into the bank account like I done for season 2. It'll be just done better, recorded better, and there would be more involvement from other characters and stuff, like Robert and other characters that may appear. But I don't know yet. But I want to do a season 3. So once we're done this field, we'll look at getting the new tractor, and then we'll keep doing contracts, and we might see if we can save up for a field, possibly first, to lease a field anyway. That little field there at the top, field 46. Oh, just missing bits there. It's a very small field. You could possibly have a look at that, or 25 or 26, or maybe even something closer to where we want to be, to where the farm it's going to be. Maybe field 35 could be one. If we're going for that yard, it depends. I think we'll have to have a better look at that. So we'll finish this contract anyway and we'll see what happens. Might actually just go down the middle there and see. Maybe not. Might just turn. Although it might be easier to go down the middle. Have a little look at the solar panels there. They're in here, aren't they? Are they here? I think they're mod, aren't they? There's these trees here as well. The orchards as well. I think they're in here. They should be. There's the greenhouses there as well. Just look at the price of them. Solar panels. There's the windmills. That's terrible. £5 a day. That one's far better. It's not there. Which one is it in then? Did I just miss it? Don't think it did. Sheds? No. I doubt it. It's not in there. Could be here. Get £25 an hour for an electrical box. Okay. It could be in here. Didn't see it there. Let's just missed it. I don't know. It's probably there somewhere. I just probably missed it. I'm pretty sure I have it installed. If it's a mod, I think it's a mod. The mowers. There's some very small mowers that I have. There's this little pack that I got there not that long ago. There's these ones. This is for a little lawnmower or something, I don't know. Then there's that one. This is, we'll not go for one of these ones. This is more like a topper. Then there's these and that. And these, obviously these are too big though. This is a nice mower that I got, and I might use it in some series, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. It's basically the same as the Tarup and the New Holland mower, but just a John Deere one. Moco 330. Then there's these ones. I had this in the cattle farmer, and I think I had this one as well when I started. And then there's that there. Wouldn't go for that though anyway. There's the Tarup, also from the cattle farmer. Yeah, there's this here. That's not really what we'd be looking for. This is what I got at the end of the cattle farmer, the little topper I got. Then there's these mowers here. This one. There's this one here as well. Little small mower, 2.2 meters. It's a nice little mower. So those are the mowers I have basically. Oh, didn't mean to hit that button. Saving anyway, so. Right. How far are we on? 66%, so we're exactly 2/3 through it. Should be done before 5 o'clock. In real life, not in game. Global company. Water storage, liquid manure, fermenting silo. No, it's not in global company. Those are cheaper than I thought they were. 18,000. That could be used in the new series as well. Depends, we'll see. Because we are going to be doing potatoes in that new series. So, might use it. I'll have to find a place to put it though. Although there's a lot of place, because very big farm we have. It's not very open though, that's the thing. Like there's not just like you couldn't just stick it in the middle of the farm, like, because we need space to maneuver the tractors and stuff. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long, the rest of this field. Stream's a good bit behind me, so that's why I'm not quick with the chat. Even though, actually, when you say something in the chat, I reply to it almost instantly. It's just you say it when I'm like 2 minutes behind in the actual stream. So seems like I haven't seen it for 2 minutes, even though I saw it straight away. Shouldn't be too much left in this now. Once we do this section, we should be nearly done, to be honest. So yeah, in the last episode for the cattle farmer, I kinda actually set it up for season 3 by saying that Robert moved out of Sandy Bay again and came home, pretty much. So hopefully there will be a season 3. I'm not going to guarantee it, I'm not going to put a date on it, because I haven't recorded anything yet. Although it won't be for a few months, I don't think. At least. Because the new series is going to take over for a little while. probably have about 20 episodes of the new series up by the time the cattle farmer returns. If it does return. Hopefully it does. I may not want to make it return, because the new series might be better than it. I'm thinking I might have some other characters in the new series as well. Like the lad working at the shop, might have some character there and make some voice for him or something, I don't know. We'll see. This tractor's getting very, very mucky now. It's a nice view. Once we've done this section, I think we'll be pretty close to being finished. I'll zoom out a bit more. Yeah, that SIP mower looks like a very good mower. For smaller fields anyway. We'd need tethers and windrowers and stuff though as well. But that windrower that we have in the cattle farmer would do rightly for that as well, because it's SIP as well, I think. So, or SIP or whatever, however you say it, I don't know. Yeah, could be good. We'll have a look at the tractor now when we're done this, and we'll make the decision. Although we could, loans are allowed by the way, so we can take out loans, because the bank's there for a reason, aren't they? So we could take out a loan if we wanted to get a yard straight away. It's up to you, do whatever you want. I could have said that in the rules that we are allowed loans, but what's that? I don't know, it's probably a helicopter or something. So yeah, we are allowed loans, because this series would be very hard to get off its feet probably without loans. The cattle farmer is hard to get off its feet without the loan. Although loans are really annoying after a while, because you're like kind of annoyed you have to pay back the loan. But yeah, you could get a yard and just buy it completely with a loan. Go to the bank and ask them for a loan. I think you're allowed like 750,000 in the loan or something, or maybe a million, I don't know, something like that. We'll decide once we're done this contract. I just wanted to get a bit of money in first, and then we might have a look at getting the tractor, and we might have a look at the yards and see if we'll take out a loan, because we need somewhere to put the tractor, don't we? Although we could park it in the middle of the town. Don't really want to do that. Although I might have to if we don't get the yard. I don't know where that solar panel is. Might not have it installed. I thought it did though. Might have uninstalled it to make room for something. I don't know. A lot of mods, basically. But yeah, when Sandy Bay first came out, it wouldn't really work for me. I actually uninstalled Global Company completely, and that's when it started working. But it's working now with Global Company. I think it was just because the graphics weren't loading properly, because it's a big map and there's a lot in the map, and I think the mods added to that as well. But I think what I'm doing now is I'm leaving it when it says when it's ready to play. I just leave it for another couple of minutes, sort of let the graphics load in a bit more, and now it works fine. So I've no problems with that anymore, thank God. Because at one stage I couldn't play at all until I uninstalled every single mod and it worked. Then I tried to narrow it down, and Global Company was a big problem, because the Global Company is a big mod. There's another misbit. We're over halfway there anyway. Well, we were over halfway there when we were starting that bit. We must be nearly done. We'll just see how much is left. 86%. We're nearly done. I don't know how to edit mods. I'm trying to learn how to make them. Well, I want to try and learn how to make them. Yeah, I actually tried before, but I gave up because I didn't have the patience at the time. But I probably would try and do it. I actually tried to see if I could make some sort of little map or something. I don't know. Yeah. What I'd love to be able to do is make my own farm, and then play it on a series or something, because that'd be cool. And then have the tractors that we have on our farm, and all the equipment. So I'd make all the mods. Although some of the mods are probably there, like the 4,000 or 5,000's there. I'm not sure about TS110. Could be there. I'll go to Google actually, and I'll see if I can find any mods. Hang on. There was one in there was one in 17, I know. There was one 15 anyway in 17. I used it quite often. Oh wait, there is one, I think. It's a TS series, is there? That's not the right one anyway, that's a... There's the TS series mod. I can see... Oh, there is. That'd be cool. Yeah, there is. It's a TS series there. That's the tractor I'd like to use now. It's the conversion of the FS19 model. Oh, so there is a TS110. It's from TS90 to TS115. I'm actually going to go and download that right now. I won't put it into the game straight away. But we won't go into this game anyway. I wonder what the price is. What's it say here? Have Michelin tires. I think our tractor has 2 different tires on it. Well, I won't go in debt, I don't think, with the loan, because it's only 1,000 per night. And if we take out extra, then there probably won't be a problem. I will be able to repay it if I like. I'll keep doing contracts and all that. I think a loan is the best thing we can do right now. So when I took out the loan on the cattle farmer, I left myself with like €3,000 or something. So I'd hardly anything left, but I was able to repay it by doing contracts and stuff. So I will be able to repay it. Anyway, if we do go in debt, then I'll make sure we can get out of debt. Sort of living on the edge then as well with that. Be cool. Because we won't be guaranteed that we'd have the money available. So, plus it'll make us use the money a bit more wisely. So I think we should take out a loan. For a 60,000 loan anyway, it was about 1,000 a day. Or something like that. I don't know. We'll find ways around it anyway. And we'll make sure we can pay it back. So when we're doing these contracts that give us 10,000 for doing them, then should be pretty easy to repay the loan. Because we won't be able to do anything if we don't take out a loan. So I'd like to start getting the farm going straight away pretty much. So we're making the maximum amount of money we can at the beginning. Even though we're losing money to make the money, basically. At least we can start building something from the start. This series is just basically start from scratch mode, only without the money. Pretty much, so it's like extra hard mode. Start from scratch isn't even that hard. The cattle farmer is on start from scratch. I played it completely on start from scratch. I didn't mess around with anything. It's just start from scratch. I started with 500,000 and then I bought the yard and then I took out a loan, you know. So it isn't the hardest thing. Although yes, I did pump a pile of money into it. But I didn't need to be honest, because we were quite stable at the time. Should be nearly done now, 95%. Another couple times up and down I think and we'll be done. That was a long job. So it's 2:30 now. By the time we get back to the shop it'll probably be about 3 o'clock. After probably. So I don't know. Might do another small contract once we get the tractor anyway. Um, Right, sorry about that. Get back to this. Yeah, demos might be a thing, yeah. Now it's after 3 o'clock. Running a bit late now. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, weeds are very annoying. So they are. And that's probably going to be a problem in this game as well. But maybe if we focus on trying to kill the weeds. No, there we go. Actually, no, we'll lift it. We'll lift it first. And then we'll do this. Actually, no, we need to lower it. Right. Now. Yeah. Weeds aren't great. They are very annoying. Just open this gate. I just had to go and do something. My dad's also playing Farming Simulator and he couldn't find where to put the straw bale in for the horses. Yeah, so we'll have to make sure that we keep on top of the weeds thing. There is that hand weeder mod, which if we keep on top of the weeds, then we could just use the hand weeder mod and just go around and fix them up like that. Oh, don't drive into the tree. Yeah, so back to the shop anyway. And we'll go and see about this tractor. You know, it's very annoying that, like, I'm this far ahead of the stream, because I really shouldn't be this far ahead. I'm like a couple of minutes ahead, I think. Especially when I'm looking for someone to tell me something. Yeah, I could get a fertilizer spreader. I'd get a really small one anyway. There's some really cheap mods that are there. Oh. Right. So now that we're back at the shop, turn off the tractor. It's a nice tractor. I don't like the way it's articulated though. I don't really like the swinginess of it. So I'll collect this £8,832. That's a nice little amount of money. Right. So now the tractor. Not look at these ones because these ones are all really expensive. This is an option here. It's 105 horsepower. Looks fairly crap. But it's 105 horsepower. £6,850. Then there's this tractor here, but we don't really have enough for it at the moment. I'd like to just buy a tractor with what we have right now, because we need a tractor. And then obviously there's the there's the Ferguson, but 23 horsepower won't do much for us. So plus there's no PTO. Is there a PTO? Is that a PTO? I don't know. Might be a PTO shaft, that. But I don't think we'll go for the Ferguson anyway. Then there's the Ford 5000 here. With the cab, it's 5,650. And then front loader, whatever. Our tractor doesn't actually have a front loader, so that doesn't matter too much. I would like to get this just because it's a Ford 5000, but I don't know. It is quite expensive, and there is a few issues with the mod. Then there's the 7810, but it's 13,000, so that's over our price range at the moment. That's out of the question completely, that tractor. There's the IH here, which is actually a very good tractor. Can you get it without a cab? It actually costs more money to not have a cab. How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's a tractor we could go for. That front loader costs 450. It might be worth having a front loader actually, because we will need one. What does that do? I'll just change the colour. That's all we can really do with that. So obviously no front linkage or anything like that. I'm really far ahead of the stream. Just gonna have to wait. Must be like 5 minutes ahead. Let me just check. 150. Let me see. I'm more than 5 minutes ahead. I'm like 8 minutes ahead. Jesus. That's annoying. I don't like being that far ahead. Yeah. While I'm waiting, actually, for some reply there's this IMT here as well, but I don't think we'll go for it, although it's a cool looking tractor, I think. Then there's obviously the 135. I think there is a problem with this though. How much does it cost to lease it? £108. I think I just want to test the mod. This isn't cheating. I just want to test the mod. So I'm going to put £108 into the bank there and lease it, so I can test to see if it works. Let's see, because I think there was a problem with it before. Just because I like the tractor, so. Right. But there's one problem. Sounds very nice, this. Oh yeah, that's the problem. His hands are in his pockets. We could just stay in this view with this tractor. That's the only problem with it there is with it. And it's very loud as well. Yeah, this is a really nice tractor. It's got the... doesn't have PTO either, I don't think. Oh yeah, the steering wheel doesn't move either. Yeah, it's not the greatest mod ever. I don't think I'd get it just because realistic purposes. It's not very good. But I'm actually going to exit the game now, and I'm going to install that mod that I just downloaded, because I want to see what it's like in game. Plus, while I'm waiting for the stream to tell me what tractor I'm going to get, so I'll just have a quick scroll through here. I'm probably going a bit too fast now. I'll go back here. So there's these 3, these 4, and then these 4, then these 4, these 4, same thing. These tractors here, and these tractors, and these tractors, these tractors, these tractors, these tractors, these tractors, the Kubota, these tractors, these are a bit too expensive, these. T4. These tractors. Yeah, that's probably about it for our price range. It's the 698 there, but we already used it. There's that one there as well. So I'm gonna restart the game. Did I put that in? Right, it's in there now. I'll just do that. I'll probably eat Pringles while I Right. I don't know if I can adjust the seat. I could adjust the field of view, possibly. I think that with the Ford 5000, possibly. I don't know. Just looking here quickly. No tractors. Just looked at the mods. Didn't have a look today. Won't install it, and I'll just have a look. I just get every mod that's put up. It won't show me what that is. That's the new series there. Assume it's down in the New Holland place. Unless it's one of those mods that doesn't install. I don't know, scroll through them all just quickly to see. These are all the mods I have. I'll put that in, why not? Which tractor are we going for then? It's not up there, that's where the seasons GEOs are. It's down here. Mustn't be. Where is it? Mustn't have installed right. Some mods do that. They just don't appear. No. Right, we'll just start with that then. I'm gonna get another cup of tea while this loads. Right. I've got me tea. I'll get the IH because I don't think, because the TS didn't install right, obviously. I got the IH. Yeah. Yeah, I get the IH. And that'll be our tractor for the next little while. We can't get a front loader for it yet. Can't afford one. There. 150 horsepower. Like that could, like that'll do us rightly for the next little while. I'll just go with that. Hopefully this mod isn't glitchy. It's interesting. It's very low cab. Yeah, it's cool enough. Right, so what's next? Do we look at possibly getting one of the yards? How much would this yard cost? I wonder. I mean, like, look, we don't have any loan at the moment, so that was because I got rid of the 500,000. See, other. So yeah, we can take out the loan, so we can. How much is the loan? Let me just look again. Yeah, the interest rate is very low for Farming Simulator, as someone else just said in this. I think we should take out a loan, to be honest. I think will we go for this yard? Actually, we'll take a drive up to the yard, will we? Yeah, that's what we'll do. And I'll wait for some more feedback on that. The tractor sounds good. There's no floor underneath there. Although, actually, that's quite realistic, I think. Because some tractors don't have floors underneath there, so. His hands are a bit lopsided, but no one knows that. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with this tractor so far. We'll go this way. I'll head to that old rundown farm that's up there. It's back up the same way as we went with the plough and the New Holland. I want to stay in cab view as much as I can, but some of the field work will be done outside of cab. This is actually quite nice, this tractor. It's a really old tractor though. It won't do us forever, obviously. Could keep it forever though and have it as like our old relic on the farm. Eventually it'll be just sitting in a ditch or something. It'll be sitting in the undergrowth and won't be able to start it. Yeah, that's the thing. And in the Ford 5000 that we have, I think there's a bit of the floor that's cut out, and you can actually see the road underneath it. So that isn't unrealistic. That's not a fault with the mod. Yeah, it's decent enough. Got the front loader brackets on it. Sounds nice, although it's a default sound, I think. Yeah, this is a very small yard by the looks of it. I don't know if I'll be focusing on beef or dairy if I get the yard. Where's the turning for this yard? It's probably down that road there, isn't it? There's no other turning. There's the Willow farm. That used to be one of the main farms. Field 39 wasn't there last year. I don't think anyway. So that's the entire lump of land we get if we bought that. I really think we should get a loan, to be honest. Because the only way we can get off our feet, to be honest, isn't it? It's not the fastest tractor in the world, but it brings us around. So I'm actually going to change the speed to miles because all the road signs are in miles. So yeah, this is quite a slow tractor actually. Get a spreader. I will get a spreader once we sort out the farm, I think. I think we should sort the farm out first. Take a look down here anyway. It's a nice area around here. Nice little track. I do like this tractor actually so far. That's quite a big field for the cows. So it should be grand. There's some fields beside us that we could lease as well. Because leasing fields is a good option, I think. I just missed the turn, didn't I? Where's the turn? Must be a turn up here somewhere. What? Where's the turn? Black smoke coming out, that's not good. Don't really want to be doing this, but we'll go back up to the top and we'll go to that gate where the field is. And I think we'll go through there. By the top yard. Oh, that's the field there. Yeah, I think we should buy this yard, to be honest. We'll just drive in, you know, casually just drive our tractor through the grass. And we don't own the yard yet. We'll head through here anyway and we'll see. It's very, very good place for cows, this. To be fair. I can't see where the other entrance is though. There's probably some road. Yeah, that's it there. There's a road down past this field. This field kind of comes with the yard, doesn't it? It's right beside the yard. It's a little silo there. This is a very nice yard. It's quite a big field, this actually. This is a field that we could lease. But I think we'd have to lease a grass field. Can't just have the yard and not have a field with it. Although we could actually cut that field before we get the cows in. Just have a little look around now. Have a look around on foot. Right. So this is the cow shed. Some little things around here. It's quite a good little shed, this. It's the most modern shed probably here. There's a scratcher here for the cows. That's cool. We don't have that. There's actually a few scratchers. Then there's the pit. This is pretty good actually. And then here we have a bit of storage around the place as well. Obviously there's a sell point here as well, I think. Is there? Is that a sell point? It doesn't look like it actually. It just could be just detail. And then here, or maybe it just doesn't show it on the map. Is that where the milk is? From there. There's a little area around here as well. This could be a good spot for seed pallets and stuff. And there's water there. Silo. There's not many sheds. That's the only thing for equipment. Like, we'd have to store a lot of equipment outside. And I don't really want to do that too much. It's fuel place here. Although there could be room to expand this yard though. That's the only thing. Especially with this field here, we could nearly expand this field. I don't know. It's a very run down place. Yeah. It's just these sheds. And that's it. I think we'll go down to the other yard. Yeah, we don't need speed when you have power. That's the thing with those tractors though. There's the speedier tractors back then, and then you had the more powerful tractors, but they were slower tractors. Power is more important. I think we'll head down to the other yard and take a look. Actually, we'll go up around here. Because we can't just set our minds on just one place. Because the other yard, I didn't have a good tour around it, but it might be worth taking a look at. That's a nice modern shed, but apart from that, there's nothing really else to this yard. But it does suit the tractor. That's the thing though. It's perfect for the tractor. It's an old run down tractor and an old run down sheds, and although this isn't really run down, is it? It's a good little tractor. So yeah, the stream will be ending soon, I think 20 minutes maybe. I'd be going all evening, to be honest. That's a nice little track. That goes down to some fields there. I think when this in-game day is pretty much over, that's when we'll leave it. Some fields there. Although, yeah, we might be going around travelling quite late this day because, you know, it is quite important to be going down and looking at these yards. Might actually put it down to real time for now, just so it doesn't get too dark on us, because it's starting to darken up a little bit, I think. This is a lovely tractor, I actually really like it. I think this is the way we go. I'm just taking a sip of tea, that's why it's sort of stalled there. I think we turn this way. But, oh Jesus, nearly got took out. Flying on down the road. So it is. No chance we'll get caught with speed cameras with this yoke. That's nice anyway. You know, really fast tractors aren't that nice, to be honest. You know, got a nice little old tractor here. Real slow tractor. This tractor definitely does remind me of the Ford 5000 in real life though, that I have. It does. Although it looks nothing like it really. Some little details just remind me of it. Obviously the gears are in the middle because that's the way it used to be. So we'll take a look at this yard and we'll see. You know, I might do another stream tomorrow, to be honest. If you want, because I'm enjoying this right now. It's gonna be a good little series. Plus, I need a break from recording the other series because it's gonna take a long time to record. This is far easier on me, doing this. Even though I have to record for a far longer period of time doing this. Although it's live, so it's not as big a deal. I don't have to be as perfect with it. Because no one cares. I do notice there's the viewers to be... There'll just be more viewers whenever I'm actually doing stuff. And when I'm not doing stuff, there's hardly anyone. People get bored of it. The ploughing, there's no one really watching. There's a bit more people watching now though, currently. Well, a bit more is like one more. So, yeah, this is the other farm here. I like the way that other old farm is nicely tucked away. I like that about it. But you could see this is definitely a bit more. Here, we'll just park somewhere. This is definitely a bit bigger, this farm. So I'd say this and that little field down there could be bordering on maybe 200,000. That and then that, 200,000. Because look the difference between the yards. This is a bigger yard. And I'm not sure about the field, but they're probably quite similar. It's just this extends out to there a bit more. Thing is, with this series we're going to have to use every bit of land we have pretty much. So like if we did own this place, we probably have to cut these and make a bale. Cut this hedgerow and have a bale out of it. Or if we own side the road, we cut across there. Nice garden centre over here. Although yes, the other farms far more tucked away, and I kind of like that. But there's far more storage here. And there's the seeds over there that we can buy from. Then obviously you can get calves and dairy cows. Can you do beef here? Can I check the animal dialogue? Okay, I can check that. I'll go and check this here. You can do beef, can't you? You can do beef here. It might not be as wise. You also get this little area here, which is perfect for baling, I think. A little small area for a couple little hay bales. You still have your rundown sheds here. And there's far more storage. It would be more expensive, definitely. It's not, the bottom yard isn't only for calves. There's calves there and then there's cows here. We don't need to get the calves, to be honest. Just get the cows. And they go and graze this field and mess around in here, while the calves just are sort of sitting in there. Like the little calves though, they look good in game. It's very good. It's a great map, this. That's why when I was doing Cattle Farmer and I was sort of showing off this map a little bit on that, I think it deserved something on its own more than that. Especially because we didn't own the farm that we were working on, so I think this yard is actually a really good yard. Again, as I said, I do like the way the other yard's tucked away and it's nice and small and stuff, but this, for machinery and all sorts, I think this could be It could be just a better yard in general for what we're looking for, because it's quite a modern enough shed, isn't it? Just look at the slats on the roof, can't really get a good look at it. Can't jump up there. That was ambitious. Can't. It's not too bad. It's very. That's a fairly modern shed now. It's looking pretty good nick. Yeah, there is a lot here that can be done. So, I don't know which yard. I kind of think this is a nice little yard to have, to be honest. This would be a nice yard, although at some point we could have both yards. We could own the entire map at some point. I doubt it though. Could take a trip down to that horse paddock actually. Just while we're waiting for someone. Jesus. While we're waiting to see what we're doing. We'll just so we're not just waiting around doing nothing, we'll head to the horse paddock and have a little look around, even though we're not going to be buying it, I don't think. Could be something for the future though. An extra little investment to try and make an extra few pounds. Getting on now. I'll be having dinner now soon, so might be another 10 minutes. Go up to this horse paddock and then we'll leave it there, I think. You only got one contract done, but one's better than none. Yeah, it is a pain that stream's so far behind, but that it wasn't as far behind at the beginning. It's because when I was inactive and it was just sort of, you know, there was nothing going on really. It didn't pick up as well and stream had a bit of trouble, and then the delay led to it being a bit more split up than it was before. So yeah, I might live stream tomorrow. See, the last day it wasn't a great live stream, it was a bit all over the place, but I have a feeling this is going to be a bit better. And that other series will be good and all that, but I have to take my time with making it. And I think I might start getting to work on that after my birthday in a few days. So I could actually just do live streams up until then. And it'll allow me to be a bit more frequent with being around, you know. Instead of having 2-week breaks in between. Although it's good to have a bit of a break. Now, where's this horse yard? I'll try and do a live stream tomorrow. Possibly about the same time, maybe a bit earlier. A bit earlier would probably be better. Yeah. I think we turn up here. And yeah. Turn in here. There's a little roll up to the horse paddock. This is free as well, but we're obviously going to put a price on it. We're not going to just get a yard for free, because that's stupid, to be honest. That's really stupid. I think that's the only problem with this map. And Oxygen David has to fix it. Definitely has to fix that. But we'll make our own price. I did see this yard before, actually. Wait, yeah, there's the stables there. Yeah, it's quite small. It's actually quite similar to Oakfield, actually. not exactly the same obviously, but it's sort of similar. Then there's this big field up here. Obviously we're not gonna do this. There's a shed down here though, that's the only thing. There's this little area here. Store the tractor in there. Need to turn around anyway, so we'll head in here. This is a field anyway. Oh, went through the hedge. We'll just drive through the field, who cares. There's this little shed here. That's probably connected to the field, not connected to the yard. Field 47, although there's stuff in the shed. So you know, it'd be cool if you found these old tractors. Not like this is a bit overboard, but it'd be cool if you found these old tractors hidden away somewhere, and you could, you know, and you could, and you could start the tractors that you find, sort of like that golden nugget thing with FS19. Only instead of getting £1 million or €1 million from finding all the gold nuggets, you actually just have a tractor. 80,000 for the bottom farm. Now that's, you see this here, this farm, 80,000 for that block alone, or for this as well, because this up here is 160,000, and that's probably maybe not smaller than that, but when you add it together, when you add it together, it's probably bigger. So it'd be more than 160,000. Right, I'll just leave it up to you now. Top yard or bottom yard? Just say that. Top yard or bottom yard. And then I'll leave the stream there after that. Jesus. About 7 minutes behind, so I'll have to wait for 7 minutes to get an answer. Or maybe I might get an answer before then, who knows. But yeah, we'll end the stream once we get one of the yards. Where will I go now? We'll head into that little village there. Just down this way. We'll head in here and we'll just park up and we'll have a little look around us. So, top or bottom yard? Not going to catch us. So we'll just drive into here. We'll pretend we live in one of these houses, I think. Park our tractor up here. Actually, can we get in? Yeah, we can get in there. Thought it was a bit smaller than it is. So we'll just drive into here for now. And we'll not move out of this place till tomorrow's episode. We'll just park up there and just have a little look around there for a second. Yep. Right. I'll just drink me tea. Oh. So yeah, the tractor's looking good anyway. No number on it, it's just an international. Unless there's a number somewhere else. But no registration plate on it. There's nowhere really to put it, is there? Ah well, it'll be okay. Got the front loader here. That's quite cool. Good detail. It's actually a nice tractor. So the bottom yard would cost 96,000 then. Overall. So 96,000. I think that's a bit. I think that's a bit off, to be honest, the price. Because this is 160,000, and this is a far better yard with that field there. Although yes, we will own all of this, and we'll own this horse paddock, but we won't own all of this. We'll only own this bit here. I think we go for the top yard. Right. I priced this more like, instead of 96, I priced it at 196 to be honest, for these 2 bits of land. And I'd keep this the same. The bottom yard. So this one. Yeah. I think the price is a bit, I think that's a bit too low though, 96,000. Like, just think about it, like, that's a bit too low. This is a good little yard, like. I don't want to be, like, cheating or anything. So, I honestly think that's a good price there, 160,000, and I think this should be at least 196. I like that top yard. I think it's actually quite nice. I've been down here before, but I never farmed up here. So, yeah. It's nicely tucked away and stuff, and there's some couple of fields around it. There's field 7. Actually, there's not that much around it. It's not much grass field anyway. Grass fields. Definitely 96,000 is far too cheap, I think. So I look at the spreader in the shop anyway. 96,000 is too cheap. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. That's cheap little spreader there. There's that as well. Some very cheap spreaders, maybe too cheap. That's the one I had in the cattle farmer. It's good middle ground for that. But yeah, this is suit the tractor. So yeah, this is a nice little spreader, I think. There's a couple of little fields like that around the place. Wonder how much it would cost to lease field 7 there. It's a decent price. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like a really good yard though, to be honest. Like, this yard's far bigger though. That's the thing. Got all this stuff around here. just figure this out now. I think we'll go for the bottom yard, to be honest, because looks like that's what we have to go for. I'll pay a flat price of 150,000 for that yard. So if we add 200, we're going to add 200,000 anyway. We'll take 200,000 loan out. Could be all realistic and actually find a bank to go to. Nah, be all day doing that. We'll just go here and borrow 200,000. Yeah, I think we pay 150 for this yard. Plus this here. I don't like the way we get to own all of this stuff around here though. Prefer just like owning that, to be honest. I favour this over the bottom yard, to be honest. Be left with 40,000 to mess about with, and we'll pay it back per day at like 5,000, I think, or something. I'd go for this one. Yeah. I'd honestly just go for the top yard. Just because it saves messing around with all the money and everything, because like that's there 160,000, just buy it and then lease that field. Have a look at these other fields that are around. That's the only thing though, there's not many grass fields about the place. Same with this though, to be honest, there's not many fields around it. Have to travel to go to the fields. It's that up there. That's the only thing with that. My vote would be the top yard, but if we get a good price for this, I'll go for it. I think just 150,000 flat for that if we go for it. I think that's what we'll do. So I'd choose the top yard, but if we go 150,000 for the bottom, I might go for it. The only thing is that the fields around it, there's not really too much to go for. Plus, Darwin owns this yard down there, so he doesn't own this yard. That's another thing. Don't want to just be copying him, although he owns this whole thing. So I don't know. You see, it's dragging on a bit now. I think we have to choose a yard now, but this is an important decision because we're going to be staying there for the rest of the series, or for the next little while anyway, so we need to choose wisely. I'd choose the top yard over the bottom yard, especially because, like, as well, the bottom yard has a dead end at the bottom of it, and I don't like that too much, while the top yard kind of has a bit around, has bits around it the whole way. You have that, this field here, and then that field there, and that, and that, and then these other yards that surround it. I haven't been up this end of the map that much either. I've been down here when I played with Robert's farm. So this would be a bit different going up here. I still think 150,000 is too cheap for this bottom yard. I think we take another drive down to it and just see then. I'll take a quick drive down. We'll take a look down here again. I honestly think that the top yard's the best yard to go for, after looking at them both. I mean, yeah, this yard down here is bigger and all that. Like, there's far more sheds and all. But 150,000 even for that yard I think is quite cheap. I didn't mean to hit that button. It's quite cheap for that, I think. Especially when the other one's 160,000. I'd nearly say that bottom yard's worth 200,000. So good. going off the price of the other yard. Right, I think this is what we'll do. I'll just put a price down. I'll have to either pay that for the bottom field, I'll put a price down. So then we'll either go for the top or the bottom, because that bottom yard is definitely worth more than the top yard. It just is. Like, it's bigger. Plus there's calves in it, so it's definitely worth more. So I'd say 160 for the top yard and then 180 for the bottom. It's getting dark now. We need to find a yard for this goddamn tractor. So 180 for the bottom yard, 160 for the top. Because like that field at the top isn't even bigger, I don't think, at all. Because we'll just take a look at that bottom field there. I think it's quite a big field, like. So yeah, there's this storage shed. There's hardly any storage sheds in the other yard. There's a bit of storage over here, and then there's obviously this shed, which is far bigger than the cow shed of the other yard. And then there's this field here, which is quite big. Goes the whole way around there. So, and then there's obviously this back place here. So, 180 for this, or 160 for the top yard. Field 46. Where's that? Up here somewhere? Oh, this field. It's a tiny field. That's closer to this yard as well. 45,000 to buy that. That'd be a nice little field to have, actually. Then 47 as well is another one. There's not many grass fields around here though, that's the problem. Is there any? There's grass there. There's very little grass fields. Wait, what? Is that a grass field? No, can't be. That's alfalfa, okay. They're very similar colour. Okay. Around here there's far more grass fields. I think we could definitely plant grass in some fields, although we could plant alfalfa as well once we get to that point. But have a look at this. Field 46. That's really cheap actually. Especially with this loan, you see, that'll not even be noticeable. So yeah, there isn't many grass fields about the place, that's the only thing. And there is a grass field there across the road from here. That field. But we don't need that much grass to start with. And there is, in this yard, there is this little bit here. And that's the only thing. Right, since we can't decide very well, we're gonna go for the top yard. I just think it's probably just better in general. We'll take another trip up there and have a look. We'll take a trip up to the top yard and we'll have a look at buying that now. And if we're up there, if we buy it, then we may as well just keep the tractor there and not stay in our house down at the in the right, lads. Sorry about that. It skipped forward a bit because I ended the stream kinda on OBS, but it didn't work right. So as I was saying, I'm gonna decide tomorrow what I'm gonna do with the farm, and I'm gonna decide which one I'm gonna go for. So yeah, now I'll actually end the stream, and we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have chosen a yard by then. It'll be the next in-game day, so good luck, lads. Right.